According to the British Association for Adoption and Fostering, more than 4,000 children are waiting to be placed permanently with new families in the UK. Speaking to professionals is all well and good. I wanted to see what it was like from an adoptive parent's perspective. I spoke to Sue from Sittingbourne in Kent to talk about her experience of adoption. Tell me about the process of adoption.
The process was really long-winded. We went to an adoption forum, and at the end of the forum they ask you if you want to carry on or if you want to ask questions, and then you get a form to fill in to say yes, you want to go ahead with it. Eventually they get in touch with you and they say they're having a series of meetings. No, I think originally they come round to see you and want to know all about your family, want to see where you live and why you want to adopt and all this sort, and if your health and everything like this. And then when you get to the stage where you've decided yes, you want to go ahead with it and they're happy for you to proceed, you have to go to a series of meetings with other couples. You go to these meetings with the same couples and they give you scenarios in which you have to act out. And so we went through all that, and then we had to wait a little while, and then they come back and visit you again. Then they take all our details and make a summary of everything, and then they put it through to a panel, and that goes to the panel. And if the panel, then we wait to hear whether the panel have accepted us as adopters. And then once they say yes, then we have to go to the panel and tell them why we want to adopt and all this. And then and I think this must have taken, I say 18 months, but it may be 2 years. But once those 2 years were up, when they said we was acceptable as adopted parents, then we only had to wait about 6 months before they actually found us a child. They came to visit us. The social worker came and showed us a photo. Then we started to go there every day. We went there that first day and saw him. Absolutely fell in love with him, and he had an instant bond. The next day we went there, and as soon as he saw Mark and I walk in, he ran straight up to me, put his arms up to me, and sat with me the whole time. And then when they said, right, this is it, this is going to be this, we had to go around there and have tea with him for a couple of days, and then we had to go and put him to bed and just bath him. That's right, we used to have to bath him and put him to bed and stay there while he had his tea and all this sort of thing. And then eventually it worked out that we actually took him out, and then we took him home.
Why did you choose to adopt over fostering?
We didn't really even consider fostering because I would never be able to have a child and see, although it is a very rewarding job to have a foster child, but I just could not give that child up. If I'd got a child and bonded with it, I could never have given it up.
And you decided to tell them that they were adopted. How did that go down?
Years ago, they used to say to you, you don't need to tell them, you don't tell them until they're 16, 18 or whatever. But now they say they have the right to know, and as soon as Ty was able to understand, we told him. We just said, like, we're not his, I'm his forever mummy, and Leslie was his tummy mummy. That's what they used to call him. That's what we said to Tyrone, and that his dad and mummy weren't able to look after him. But although he's got a life book, it's called, that's got pictures of his family in it, his mum, his birth mother and his dad, and where he lived, all these houses he lived in, the foster parents, he's got this. And sometimes he gets it out and looks at it, but he never asks questions. But although it's obviously there, he knows. And Chloe knows, Chloe often says, oh, I've got another daddy, haven't I? Or another mummy or something. But Tyrone never mentions his mum, he always talks about his dad. And I wonder if it's because he's closer to Mark that he wonders what his real daddy's like. And Chloe says, oh, I've got two daddies, haven't I? I've got two daddies, but they don't really understand. I think Ty will, he's getting to the stage where he'll understand, but as I say, he doesn't talk about it.
Would you recommend adopting to someone else who wanted to do it?
If it's something that you really are passionate about, then go for it, because it's so rewarding. And the children are just lovely. And it's not until you actually adopt that you realise that there's quite a few people out there that adopt. And to know that you've given those children a better home than they would have had, and the love that they want. I'd do it again if I was younger.
If you want to find out more about adoption, then visit our website at c21radio.wordpress.com.